And the next topic is what? Arrays. As we discussed what is mean by array, we can call array it is a collection of what? Homogeneous element. Homogeneous elements. What is mean by homogeneous means you have to use what? Same name and same data type. Same name and same data type we are calling as what? Homogeneous. Like name I am going to take as A and array name is what? Int and size is equals to 5. This one we are calling as what? Array. So before going to declare an array, what is the syntax you have to follow? You have to follow what? Data type, array name, and inside bracket you have to specify what? Size. Okay, this is the general format or syntax for what? Array. So data type, I am taking an example like int, array name is A and size I am taking as 5. What? 5. Yes, this is an array. Why? Because I am using same name followed by same data type. Suppose I am taking character, grade, size that is 25. Yes, this is an array. And float, F, some size I am taking, okay, no need to float. Fine. See here I am going to take int is a data type followed by same name I am using and specifying the size. This is an array. So if you want to define an array, you have to use what? The general format, that is data type followed by array name followed by what? Size. And this is an example for what? Array. And you should not combine, you didn't use what? Different data types. You have to take what? Same data type followed by what? Same name. And what and all the features of an array, like how we are going to consider an array. The first point is what? Features. See, whenever you are using an array concept, you have to consider what? The positive numbers. You have to consider positive array. Like when you are specifying the size like 0, 1, 2, 3, you have to consider what? Only the positive numbers. You should not take like -1, -2 like that. So whenever you are defining an array size, you have to consider what? Only the positive values of an array. And the second point is what? Array always starts with what? Starts with 0 and ends with what? N minus 1. Array always starts from 0 and ends with what? N minus 1. This is the second point. And third one, what is the use of an array? It is mainly used to read multiple number of data. Okay, array it is mainly used to read multiple number of data, or you can take records also. Okay, so whenever you are using an array, it is mainly used to read multiple number of data or multiple records. You have to use what? Array concept. And the next one is what? And whenever you are using a string concept, always a string ends with what? Null character. See, these are all the main features you have to know. Like when you are going to call an array, means the first point was whenever you are going to declare an array, you have to consider what? Positive values or positive numbers. And the second one, always array starts from 0 and ends with what? N minus 1. And what is the use of array? Means if you want to read multiple records or multiple data items, we have to use what? Array concept. If 1 or 2 records, then we can go with what? Integer or float and normal data types. if it is records or more and huge number of data you have to read, then you have to use what? Array concept. And whenever you are using a string concepts, always the string ends with what? Null character in what? Array concept. And the next, how we are going to calculate a length of an array? How we are going to calculate the length of an array? See, consider how we are going to calculate. So you have to use a formula. Length is equals to upper bound minus lower bound plus 1. This is the formula for calculating. Now I'll tell what is upper bound and lower bound. I am going to take array size is equals to 5. That is my n value. And this is array. Already I said in futures, array starts from what? 0 and ends with what? N minus 1. So this is my starting and ending is what? N minus 1. So n minus 1 means, what is the n value I have taken? 5. 5 minus 1 will become what? 4. Okay, so my end of an array is what? 4. So 1, 2, 3. Starting is 0, ending is 4. How will get 4 means array ends with what? N minus 1. What is the n value I have taken? 5 minus 1. You will get what? 4. Total I am having 5 array elements. So this is my lower bound and this is my upper bound. Okay, now we have to calculate. So you have to use a formula, that is length of an array, upper bound minus lower bound plus 1. Now what is my upper bound value? That is 4. 4 minus, what is my lower bound? That is 0. 0 plus 1. So in this array size, my end of an array is what? 4, that is upper bound 4, and minus, what is my lower bound? That is 0. 4 minus 0 plus 1. You will get how much? 4 plus 1 is equals to 5. So my length is equals to what? 5. See, total you are getting 5, right? What is the size I have taken? 5. What is the length you are getting? 5. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this you are going to calculate what? A length of an array. Length of an array. And one more example I'll take. One more example for this finding the length of an array. Consider this is an array. I am going to take n value is equals to 6. And my array name is what? A, anything you can take. I have taken 6. Array starts from 0 and ends with what? N minus 1. Okay, n minus 1. What is my n value? 6. 6 minus 1, you will get what? 5. Okay, so this is 5. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now in this array, this is my lower bound and 5 is my upper bound. You know how you will get 5. Always array ends with what? N minus 1. What is the size? I have taken 6. 6 minus 1 you will get 5. That is your end of an array. So lower bound and upper bound. Now you have to get the total length, that is 6. How we are going to get means, see, apply the formula. Upper bound, what is the upper bound value? That is 5. 5 minus, what is lower bound? 0 plus 1. So 5 plus 1, you will get what? 6. So the length is equals to how much? 6. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total you are having what? 6. Like this you are going to calculate what? A size or a length of an array.